This looks interesting. You've got some of my favourite ingredients here.
It's all your favourite ingredients for you. This is entirely for you because I know everything here you adore. This time of year, you are Sprout Man. You're Sprout and Chestnut Man. If you can have a little bit of bacon in there, you're a happy bunny. You love a tinned potato. You adore corned beef, and I've been threatening for a while now, haven't I, that I'm going to do something with corned beef. I'm going to make a really lovely corned beef hash. So I thought, this is the time for it because we can add all these lovely festive ingredients as well. So I thought it'd be a really nice dish to do. It's a great lunch dish, quick dish, and actually, there's nothing wrong with tinned potatoes because I think if you need something in a hurry, potato in a hurry to make something like this, these are ideal and they cost nothing. They're cheap as chips. I know if you have leftover new potatoes that cook, great, use those. But if there's something you want to throw together really quickly, I think this is ideal. Now, before I go on, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to just put these onions and the Brussels in, and then I'm going to tell you a little story about a little friend that we have in the house at the moment. Do you want to tell the story, John? What I found in the cupboard last night. Lots and lots of empty
Pasta packets.
Lots of empty pasta packets. So I had a couple of pasta in there, including some spaghetti in this cupboard just underneath me. And also, I think there was a bit of couscous in there. And I remember the other day thinking, there's a hole in that couscous bag. Didn't think twice about it. And then I went to get some pasta last night, and 3 bags of pasta were completely empty.
Including a spaghetti.
Including a whole spaghetti with all this mouse. I saw some drop mouse in the house. So last night we put in the humane mousey trap. And we were going to go and then drive off with it and take it somewhere else because then we'd come back home to roost. John, when we caught the mousey, it was very sweet. When we caught mousey this morning, John wanted to photograph it. Mousey then escaped off the table and then into the sitting room, out of the sitting room into the downstairs loo, and has disappeared in a hole. So there you go, boys.
Sorry, it's not my fault.
No, not at all. Escaped. The mouse escaped. Because John was photographing the mouse. Good photograph then. It's very sweet.
So what have you put in there then?
Change of subject. I've got red onion and I've got Brussels sprouts and a little bit of olive oil and some butter. And I'm just going to cook these for about 10 minutes. Until they all start to crispen up. I want the Brussels, because these are raw Brussels, they're not cooked. I want them to start being crispy, and I want the onions to be a bit crispy. It takes about 10 minutes. You've just got to be patient. So if you want to come back,
I'll go and look for the mouse.
you can go look for the mouse.
Oh, no sign of the mouse.
I've decided we're going to call him Gennaro Contaldo, the mouse, because it likes pasta. I know. It's not funny, is it? Gennaro. You have a mouse named after you. I know you'll love that. Okay, so there's the onions and the sprouts, and they have cooked until, can you see how they've started to sort of brown and scorch? That's how you want them, toasty. That just brings out the flavour beautifully. Next, I'm going to add the tinned potatoes. Pop those in, like that. And then I'm just going to stir them around and then just sort of, because they're quite soft, these, so they can actually, if I get a fork, I can just give them a bit of a mash down, like that, into the, just break them up. You don't want to be completely mashed, just broken up, like that. Can you see how I've done that? See what I'm doing? Lovely. I need a bigger fork. I haven't had a very big fork in here. It's a big fork, for that fork, lovely. Use the chestnuts. I mean, I just think it's a lovely little Christmas dish. Why couldn't we have this over Christmas? I mean, I just think it's a great way to use up all the extra Brussels, because although I haven't actually cooked these ones, if you have leftover Brussels sprouts, leftover roast potatoes, it is a kind of a bubble and squeak then, isn't it?
Pint.
It's a pint bubble and squeak, because we're going to be adding the corned beef to it. All right, so that little stir. Pop in the corned beef. Now the this. This is just pure beef, isn't it? It's beef. It's quite lean. And it's a great way as well to stretch out something like a pie or spaghetti bolognese. If you haven't got enough mince, you have a tin of this in the cupboard, just add it. It will give it a lovely beefier flavour, but also it just stretches everything out and it's not too expensive. And we're all about trying to save pennies, certainly before Christmas. And what I like about this is that all these ingredients can stay in your cupboard. The fresh thing is obviously the sprouts and the onion and the herbs, but the rest of it is all cupboard staples, isn't it? Certainly at this time of year, most people are going to have sprouts hanging around and perhaps the old chestnut. Now we're putting quite a lot of chestnuts in here, John, because you like them. You don't have to have as many as we're putting in.
Or any at all.
Or any at all, but oh no. I like the sweetness of them, and the sweetness of those chestnuts goes so well with the corned beef, because it's got a slight sweetness to it as well, so it works really well together. Alright, so keep stirring that around. I'm going to add to that chestnuts, they go in. This is looking great, isn't it? Oh, yummy. Yummy, scrummy. Right, you don't need a lot of salt because corned beef is quite salty, it's part of the preservative. But I'll just put a little bit more in anyway, just a touch. And lots of brown black pepper goes in. Yum, yum. Bit of fresh thyme. I actually would have used dried thyme, but I couldn't find any in my cupboard. I think I might have used it all up. I'll put that on the list. I love dried thyme. Dried thyme and dried oregano, brilliant. Always have them in the cupboard. And they just, I'm just going to put these in. Just put it in. It's wet, let it dry, just shove it straight in. All done for you. But anyway, we've got some nice fresh thyme going in, and then plenty of lovely chopped parsley. Now, this is lovely as it is. Serve that up, yummy, scummy. Should we just take it a little bit further? What do you think? I've got an idea. Pole. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? In my little holes. Hole, and hole. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in each hole. Okay. I'm going to crack an egg into it. So you've got fried eggs, so it's like a whole meal in one. Whoa, that's a whopper! What size is that one? That hurt. Okay, so one goes there. And one huge one goes there. And I'm now just going to leave this to cook gently until all of the egg is set up. And then you're going to have it. Yeah, really pleased with that. So as I was saying earlier, and I just thought I'd repeat, if you have leftover Brussels sprouts, chestnuts and roast potatoes at Christmas, add your corned beef to it, a couple of eggs, and then that's breakfast, isn't it? That's a really good little breakfast, or just lunch, you know, on Boxing Day or something, or at some point over Christmas. Right, let's give this a go. I'm just going to scoop out some of the hash to try myself, because I don't know, not a lot of people know this about me, and I like to say, just like Nigel Slater, I don't like egg like that. I like a really well done omelette or a hard-boiled egg, but no runniness, no runny egg for me. Oh, hello. Oh, God. What a bow. That is just comfort. Comfort, cosy. Oh, really cheesy. Christmas film, slippers, Christmas tree, Baileys on the side. That is Christmas food. I'd give that 10 out of 10. Comfort. Hugging. Snuggling. That is snuggle food. Snuggly food. Do you want some? Yeah. I'll spoon some out for you. So, give it a go. Great thing for Christmas. fine, fine fried egg. A little bit of hashy on the side.